Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 107. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is cyclopentadiene. You are reacting it with cumulative diene and you have COMe attached to it. And you are using titanium tetrachloride. They ask you to find the product. The product can be fused 5-member and 4-member ring, and 5-member 4-member ring with different configuration, and the 4-member ring can be attached with alkene or not. Then C and D answers. C and D answers are bicyclic system which is attached with COMe and hydrogen. Whether alkene and COMe is separated or COMe attached to the alkene. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant to product you might understand ring closure is important and the stereochemistry is the real question here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you have cyclopentadiene and you have alkene there, but 2 alkenes are there. There may be the possibility of cycloaddition, which is 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, because you are catalyzing with titanium tetrachloride. Mostly it is a Lewis acid, it conducts same like heat there. So it is a cycloaddition reaction. But which alkene will react? Normally the dienophile reacts there. So alkene with COMe. COMe withdraw the electron and make it very electron deficient. So the alkene attached with COMe reacts there. So you have new 1,6 and 4,7 bond formation and COMe there. But again the question, COMe will be exo or endo. Here only endo product is possible as per the endo rule. Because endo rule suggests that even though it is a kinetic product, endo product is stable there. So the answer is clearly C there. Here you have to learn 2 important things. You have to always choose the dienophile, meaning the alkene attached with electron withdrawing group reacts, you have the product formation. Then endo rule. During the cycloaddition, endo product is favored. That is called endo rule. Then the question number 2. The starting metal you have 5-member system and you have fused cyclopropane ring which attached with alkene, methyl and CON2. Here the stereochemistry all are above the plane. You are using the silver benzoate. They given the product 5-member and 7-member ring with methyl above and ketone. Here they are asking the intermediate what really happened, whether carbon is formed or ketone is formed or rearrangement 2,3 sigmatropic rearrangement or 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement or 2 plus 2 ring closure. So the possibility of ring expansion. So from the reactant to product there is a discussion about ring fusion and the intermediate is a real question here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having N2 group. N2 group is a very good leaving group but it needs a trigger to leave. So we got to balance the charges for leaving. So the negative charge formed near the N2 group. So N2 leaves, you have negative charge there. So you have to quench the negative charge. So the quenching is only possible by the migration. So the A carbon migrates to the C carbon and AB bond breaks and AC bond forms during the nitrogen leaving. These are all the concerted mechanisms. So all are above the plane. So new AC bond there, it is a heating. Next step you have to stabilize the heating. It is a very much reactive one. You have terminal double bond. So obviously you have to think of 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. So if you draw the electron flow, you have the new 7-member ring. If you redraw nicely 7-member ring, it is given as the product D there. Here stereochemistry didn't play any role, just they given for confusion. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is Wolff rearrangement. If you have CO and N2 system, definitely you might guess a Wolff rearrangement. Second thing is 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. If you have terminal alkene, you might think of 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Then the question number 3. The starting metal they have a cyclic system which is have conjugated ketone, diconjugated ketone. The ketone is connected with 2 alkene and you have phenyl. Then you are using the light. The product is stereochemically defined one. Phenyl above, hydrogen above, phenyl below. And you have conjugated ketone with ring contraction. They ask what is really happened here. Whether type I methane rearrangement or sigmatropic rearrangement or the Bertanovich reaction or Norris type 2 reaction. So you have to understand that the question is really about where is the reaction center, what really happened. And you have to also understand definitely the carbon skeleton change, ring contraction also occurs. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you have phenyl and conjugated ketone, so definitely you may think of dipyromethane rearrangement. Why it is important? Because the phenyl groups are there, always you drive the radical to there. So radical formation and driven the whole things. Then you have to draw it as radical. Since you are using light, the radical is always there. So you might think of dipyromethane rearrangement. So we connect the bonds. So we connect the N bond. So you have new cyclopropane ring formation. So cyclopropane ring is formed. Again you have the possibility of phenyl one. Because phenyl can stabilize the radical by the resonance. So radical is formed. But the radicals all has to be constant. Which is the possible way? The possible way is again the cyclopropane formation from 1,3 shift there. So the phenyl is changing from first carbon to third carbon, that is called 1,3 shift. So if you redraw nicely, the product is A. Here the mechanism is concerted, that's why the hydrogen is above the plane, the phenyl is just above and below, nothing it's doing. So there are the possibilities, the answer is A. Here you have to know radical can be constant in many ways. This is the best possible one. You have to derive from two things. One is conjugation is stable, phenyl radical is stable. So the product always goes around this fact even though 3-member ring is formed due to the radical conjugation. Radical is very strong, it has to be conjugated by any means. Here you have to learn two important things. One is dipyromethane rearrangement. If you have phenyl system along with conjugated carbonyl, you might think of dipyromethane rearrangement. Second thing is the rearrangement is a concerted one, so always the product is syn one, so hydrogens are always syn to each other here. Then the question number 4, the starting metal is cyclic heterosystem with alkene. So you have 3 OH and 2 OHs are product and 1 OH is not protected, which is anti to both the OHs there. They are asking the reagent. They given the product which that OH is removed. From the reactant and product, the stereospecifically that OH is removed. So they ask the possibility. Whether you are using hydride and sulfide, then the radical reducing agent, or iodine and imidazole, or normal palladium carbon reducing agent. Or you are using silyl chloride DMAP, radical reducing agent, or methyl chloride and lithium aluminum hydride. So you are playing between reducing agent and the OH reactivity. So from the reactant to product and reagent, you might get OH removal is really happened and the reagent versus selectivity is the real question here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having alcohol, you can think of the alcohol reacting agents. Here the answer is A, which is soda amide and radical reducing agent. Let us see how it is happened. So you are using base, you have anion. Next step you are using the carbon disulfide. The carbon is the positive charged one, which is like CO. So O attacks carbon, you have the ester kind of product. Then you are using methyl iodide. So methyl iodide compensates the negative charge there, you have S-methyl formation. Next step you are using a radical reducing agent, it removes the O there. CO bond breaking, sulfur group completely eliminated, you have product A. Here you have to learn two important things. One is CS2 with the radical reducing agent, remove the OH from the system. Here no select is there because all other things are protected, only OH is reactive one. The second thing is stereochemistry. Stereochemistry don't play any role here, here they given for confusion. Then the question number 5, the starting metal is conjugated ketone and you are using dienophile, which is alkene with COMe, which is electron withdrawing group. Then you are heating and next step you are using Raney nickel with heating. So they ask you to find the product. The products are 6-member ring with alkene, whether COMe is there or alcohol is there or alcohol in the third position or just a complete reduction with pHs attachment. So from the reactant and product choices and reagent, you might guess the reagent role is important and stereochemistry of new ring formation is the question here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having conjugated ion with phenyl sulfide, you are heating with alkene. So you might guess it's 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction. So alkene bonds are more and you have the new 6-member ring formation. Here the important catch, the cycloaddition is a syn addition. So all the bonds are above the plane. Then next step you are using Raney nickel. Raney nickel is a specific reagent which only removes the CS. So CS bond is removed, you have the alkene formation which is answer A. Here the answer is very simple with two selectivity if you already know. One is cycloaddition is the syn addition, so it is happen on same plane, other atoms are above the plane or below the plane. Here we mention it as above the plane. Second thing is Raney nickel. Raney nickel is a specific reagent which breaks only CS bond, it don't reduce the double bond. So you have the PHS removal there. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.